You know that one friend who always wins arguments? Like you could literally show them a photo of the sky being blue, and somehow they'd still convince you it's actually medium-tone celestial teal. Yeah, and if you don't have that friend, you might be that friend. But what if I told you that you could learn to win almost every argument, even when you're kind of, sort of, totally wrong? Don't worry, this isn't about turning you into a manipulative villain. It's about understanding how people think, how conversations work, and how to handle disagreements without blowing up like a bag of popcorn left in the microwave too long. So let's talk about how to win arguments in a way that keeps your relationships intact, your stress levels low, and your reputation somewhere above that one person who argues with their GPS. Let's start with a truth most people never realize. Rule number 1, the person who stays calm wins. You ever notice how the loudest person in an argument almost always looks like the least confident one? If someone's yelling, face getting tomato red, arms waving like they're trying to land a plane, and you're just standing there like, interesting point. Everyone watching automatically assumes you know what you're talking about. Staying calm is like having emotional high-speed internet while the other person is stuck on dial-up. And here's the best part. Being calm makes the other person get even more emotional. It's like showing up to a chili eating contest with a cup of yogurt. Suddenly, everyone else looks unhinged. A calm voice says, "I'm in control." A calm face says, "This doesn't shake me." A calm response says, "I absolutely know something you don't." Even if you totally don't. Just pretend. Works about 92% of the time. Probably. Not scientifically confirmed. Rule number 2. Ask questions instead of making statements. This trick is sneaky and brilliant. Instead of saying, "Dude, your argument makes 0 sense," try, "Can you explain that one more time? I want to understand." Boom. Instant momentum shift. When you ask questions, you throw the responsibility back on them. Now they have to explain, justify, clarify, defend, reorganize, and the more they talk, the more likely they'll trip over their own logic like someone missing the last step on the stairs. Asking questions is basically putting down a banana peel. Plus, people love hearing themselves talk. Give them space. Sometimes they build their argument nicely. Sometimes they dig their own hole. Either way, you win. Rule number 3. Repeat their point back to them, but in cleaner or slightly exaggerated form. And suddenly, you sound like the reasonable one. Example. Them, "I'm just saying, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza." You, "So you're saying anything sweet automatically can't go on a savory food? Like barbecue sauce?" Now they're like, "Wait, that's not exactly what I meant." Boom. Defensive mode activated. When you summarize their idea in a zoomed-out way, not too extreme, just enough to highlight the cracks, you reveal the flaws without attacking them personally. It's polite, it's smart, and it makes you seem like you're actually listening, even if your brain checked out 15 minutes ago. Rule number 4. Use humor to disarm, not destroy. A little humor can save an argument faster than Wi-Fi reconnecting right before your Zoom call ends. Not sarcasm, not insults. Just light humor that breaks tension. Stuff like, "Okay, I get what you're saying, but my brain is buffering." Or, "I hear you. I'm not sure my brain agrees yet, but I hear you." People can stay mad at facts. People can stay mad at logic. But it's really, really hard to stay mad at someone who makes you laugh. It's like trying to yell at a puppy. You just can't commit. Rule number 5. Compliment their intelligence before you disagree. This one works ridiculously well. Before you disagree, say something like, "That's a solid point. I get why you'd think that. That's actually interesting. I haven't heard it phrased that way." Suddenly, their guard drops. They feel respected. They feel heard. They're not in attack mode anymore. Then you slide in your point like butter on warm toast. Humans are simple. We think nicer thoughts when we feel respected. Rule number 6. Use the magic phrase, "You're right, but also." This is basically a conversational cheat code. "You're right" is comforting. It scratches everyone's ego in just the right place. Then you drop your point in like a plot twist. "You're right, pineapple isn't traditional, but taste is subjective." "You're right, it could be risky, but doing nothing could be riskier." "You're right, the sky is blue, but not all day." You're not saying they're wrong. You're saying there's more to the story. That's how you expand the battlefield. Rule number 7, don't try to win fast, win smooth. People who rush arguments lose. It's like sprinting at the start of a marathon, dramatic but useless. Arguments aren't about speed, they're about control, timing, and tone. Take your time. Pause occasionally. A 2-second pause makes you seem wise, or at least like you're trying not to say something stupid. Either way, it helps. Rule number 8, when you're cornered, use stories instead of facts. Stories beat facts almost every time. Facts make people defensive. Stories make people relate. Instead of, "Studies show multitasking is inefficient," try, "One time, I tried texting, watching Netflix, and cooking pasta at the same time, and I ended up eating Cheerios." People understand that instantly. Stories slide into the brain without setting off alarms. Rule number 9, use the escape hatch, "Maybe you're right." If the argument is going nowhere, if it's basically emotional ping pong, if both of you are arguing just to argue, use the exit button. Maybe you're right." Most people hear that and think, "Finally." But you are free. You've escaped a conversation that had all the productivity of arguing with your toaster. This isn't losing. It's strategic peacekeeping. Smart people know not to waste their time. Rule number 10, attack the idea, not the person. If you say things like, "You're wrong," "You don't know what you're talking about," or "Are you even listening?" Congrats, the argument is now a dumpster fire. But if you say, "That's an interesting angle, here's another way to see it," the conversation stays human and civilized. Attack the idea, not the identity. The first one keeps the peace. The second one gets you blocked. So what's the real secret to winning arguments? Winning an argument isn't about having the best facts. It's not about being technically correct. It's not even about being right. It's about managing perception. People don't remember your exact points. They remember who stayed calm, who listened, who respected them, who made sense, who made them feel understood. Win the tone, and you win the conversation. Even if you're wrong, especially if you're wrong. Bonus trick, the slow blink of superiority. If things get heated, just give a slow, calm blink, like a very wise turtle. It silently says, "I am too evolved for this chaos." It's weirdly effective. Use responsibly. Final thoughts. Winning arguments isn't about crushing people. It's about understanding human psychology. People want to be heard. People want to be respected. People want to feel smart. People want fairness. Give them those things, and you can guide almost any disagreement in your direction without being pushy or rude. Remember, you don't have to be right to win. You just have to sound like you're not wrong. If you got anything out of this, drop a like, hit subscribe, and comment below. What argument do you always lose and are ready to take revenge on? Because after this video, you're about to start winning a lot more of them.